Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sibuka ama reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senza ama reviews ama recaps bese siyaphinda futhi sikhuluma nga any other issues avuka ngabe lama shows sesiwabukele ku TV. Siyaphinda ke sikhulume ngama celebrities kanye nama YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. If it's your first time joining me today, do not forget to press the subscribe button kanye ne notification bell so that you can get notifications uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesufakile. Kodwa ke only do that if you really like our content, you guys. Anyway, I just want to go back a little bit, you guys, because there is a video that we did a while ago when there was that fight between Buji and no poet, you guys. Oh, it was horrible. Anyway, the pictures, the videos that came out, it was horrible. Obviously we were not there, you guys. What do you call it, audio that came out that indicated how the fight had started, but besingekho. The bottom line is that besingekho. All we know was that Upoiti was injured during that fight, and the claim was it was the fight between her and Upoji. Okay. And it was disappointing, you guys, but because a lot of us liked them both, but to have that happen, you guys, it was really like disappointing at that time when South Africa Vele is dealing with a lot of gender-based violence. And obviously there were big arguments. There was a lot of arguments about whether this was supposed to be classified as gender-based violence or not, you guys. I think that when a woman and a man is involved in a physical fight, for me, in my opinion, you guys, that is a gender-based violence issue. I just feel like that. I do feel like that. We could go into a long discussion about it, but I feel like that. Anyway, you guys, there's been some articles that have come out recently talking about how Buji feels about the whole situation. My issue at the time, you guys, was that Buji, after that happened, it didn't seem to me like she regretted the event or the incident. He didn't look like, I don't know if he prefers being referred to as a he. You know, now we have to be careful, you guys. If I'm wrong, okay, I apologize in advance. It did not seem like he was sorry about what had happened, and that for me was like a worry. Like, if it's a mistake that you made, things got too heated, it got to that point, you didn't mean it. I was expecting that I was gonna get an apology, but it just didn't happen that way, you guys. It did not issue an apology, or I never saw it, you guys. So when I saw this article, I really was interested in reading it because I wanted to find out how he is feeling about the situation. It might be an issue of him looking back and feeling like, you know what, I didn't handle the situation correctly at the time. Now, you know, this is what I think about it. I thought it was gonna be that kind of a situation, but it looks like it's not, you guys. It says it's from the publication The South African, written by Ray Sileme. It says Buji reveals that he lost 2 TV shows and a house after Boiti fight. Okay. And it says here he opens up about losing TV shows, a house, etc. after getting arrested for the altercation of Botitulo in October 2021. To be honest with you guys, even even just the title of the article for me just was disappointing, because I feel like, okay, it means the article is still about himself, it's still about what he went through after the whole incident. I guess it was clear that the apology was not coming from this article. This was about what he lost after what he did, which is very confusing, you guys. And then it says that media personality Buji revealed he lost a TV show in a house he stayed in at a golf estate since getting arrested in 2021 after the altercation with musician Boititulo at the Courtyard Hotel in Midrand. The former Metro FM radio personality Buji says he was admitted for depression and lost out on 2 big shows and a house after he made headlines in 2021. Bigwa also tells City Press that he still battles social anxiety and that he was demonized and labeled as a gender-based violence perpetrator. The former media personalities were enjoying drinks with friends, and a conversation about Sangoma started, which resulted in a pair arguing. Bigwa allegedly threw a glass of alcohol on Tuso's face, which left her with a cut and resulted in her hospitalization. Biko was arrested and sent to Johannesburg Correctional Center in October 2021 and was later released on 2,000 rands bail. Biko adds that one of the most heartbreaking things for him was to see everything being taken away from him without anyone willing to hear his side of the story. He said he lost jobs and other jobs started drying up, and he could not afford to stay in his new apartment and could afford to pay his medical fees. You guys, here's the thing. This article is really about him and what he went through after that incident. It's disappointing because I wanted to hear if he is taking any accountability for what happened. Is he regretting any of it? Is he feeling like Buji deserved it? But it was just all about him. I'm not going to act like it's a small thing when somebody says that they went through a depression, and because mental health obviously is something that we need to take seriously. It's obvious that he went through something, because if you're losing your job, you lose your job or your jobs, and you're losing your house because you can't afford to pay for it and all of that, that is a lot on somebody, you guys. So I can't minimize that, but at the same time, I'm like, I really would have loved to hear him take responsibility or accountability for what happened that day, because at the end of the day, there was somebody that was injured and bleeding and was taken to the hospital. What are you accounting for when it comes to that incident? Were you wrong at all, or do you just want us to focus on what you lost because of that incident? For me, that is a disappointing part, you guys. I wish that he had taken some time to tell us how he feels about the situation, you guys. If there's an article somewhere or there's a video somewhere where this person is taking responsibility or accountability, even if it's a little bit, about what happened that day, please let me know. But I haven't seen it. That is a disappointing part for me. I obviously wouldn't want him to lose everything because of what happened, but I also would love to know that he understands that what he's done was really serious, and that it's something that he's never gonna do again, and that he's done some work on himself to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Because obviously when it comes to gender-based violence, we want to know that you are rehabilitated. You understand that at the end of the day, you are a man, and you can't be getting into physical altercations with women, because it might end up the way that it did. But guys, like I said, we were not there. All of our opinions are based on what we read in the newspapers, are based on what we heard from the audios that were released at the time. But the truth, who know what was happening. Anyway, that's all that I wanted to say on this issue, guys. I would love to hear your opinion on this issue. Please go into the comment section and do that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video before share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando.